Hello everybody. So I'm back today, little late, 1 2 minutes. I had to do some stuff. Today's topic, yeah, everybody. I will say that they are rated because I didn't announce this. I announced what will be topic tomorrow. That will be more interested. So today's topic is lies, white lies, fat lies, big fat lies, excuses. We can say that also excuses are some kind of lies. How to avoid this, how to not fall into some kind of circle of lives, how to don't be caught on lies if you already lie, and so on, so on, so on. So definitely, what what brings us? I would say, raise the hand. Someone who didn't lie in their life. I don't know that kind of person, because also like these gurus and someone who is like really like religious at really young ages, we all used some kind of little lies, or just some excuses that you cannot do something or you just don't want to do something. That kids are really good at this, that they are looking into your eyes and they just invent some kind of excuse, and actually you cannot realize until you caught them on lies. Not like big one, but still. So definitely, there is no such a person who will not be a liar, at least one in his or her life that will lie. Later, of course, the bigger we are, the older we are, we just use some, I would say, more white lies, that our life is much easier, I would say, because we don't want to be confronted with the truth. We don't want to accept the truth. We don't want to say, yeah, this is it. So, but definitely, when it goes so far that we realize that actually this, so that you lie all the time, do not lead anything good, then you stop lying. I recently, at least like maybe last 10 years, try really to avoid lies. I When I have to tell something to someone and I don't want the whole truth that will be exposed, I just use that kind of words that this is not a lie. So when my father, for example, he don't know that I'm a medium, that I'm a clairvoyant, that I do readings, that I predict future. So my father do not know that. And when he asked me what you're doing, I said that I consult people, which is also what I'm doing, because I consult. So I suggest people what to do, what not to do. So I didn't lie, but I didn't tell him the truth. You see, so I didn't tell him directly, because I will say that he do not believe at this. He will start to look, listen. This is really something unusual, because most people know that the best psychics are females. So how you are handling this as a man in this world. And so I didn't tell him the whole truth. My brother, he knows, but he don't want that I predict to him nothing. My mother, I know that I would say, she knows, but she don't want to accept this, so she's just quiet. So definitely, when I last 10 15 years, when I say something, I always think that I will put this into, hey Jen, I'm fine, thank you, how did you have also great time, so that I do not tell direct lie, but I just use some kind of package. The problem is with my kids, especially with my daughter. She's 4 years old right now, so we always have to use some kind of white lies, that we just don't give her everything. So for example, she wake up at 4:50 in the morning, and of course I don't want that she will sit in front of the television and watch the cartoons as we like. used to give her in front of TV in the morning, So yes, of course, if she wake up at 6, I can do this so that I can sleep till 7, but not at 4:44 or 4:50, So I said, listen, there is no program, there is no cartoons, as you can see, Of course, we have this time that we can go back, but I don't use this in the mornings. I will go one day before. Okay, here's the cartoon that you want to watch. So definitely, this is something that I lie to her, and whenever I lie to her, I feel really badly, because it's like, okay, it's for her own good, but also I don't want mm, to tell her, listen, everything that you want, you will get. This is the case, and also I usually do like this, that my fiance has to lie. So I just, Trini, you don't see that. It's not a carton here, and she's like, yeah, but put back, it's not working, or something. I just put some kind of excuse. So definitely, I try to really avoid this. I do not tell others any lies. I just don't tell them the truth, or I just don't tell them directly what I'm thinking. I just let it go around, and that's it. Um, what what happens when you are telling the lie all the time? It's actually sooner or later they will cut you. And when they cut you, you're in deep problems. I will not say this word at sh. So when this is happening, again, nothing good, nothing that will put you in some kind of, let's say, good shape. And the important thing is that when you realize that when you start lying to others, sooner or later, there is no later, there is always sooner, others people will start to lie to you about something more important that you put lies on. So if you lying to, I don't know, for example, me, if I lie to my daughter, hello Rebecca, nice to see you here. So when I use these white lies to my daughter, sooner or later someone who, I don't know, he's my client, starts to lie to me, that like, yeah, I don't have money, I cannot pay you, and stuff like that. So my life will be more affected because of this little lie. It's like, as I've mentioned this in videos of karma, when you do something bad, like 100 times worse happens to you. When you do something good, 100 times better things happen to you. So definitely, sooner you will be on this seat where people will start to lie to you, and you will not be satisfied with this. People will start to lie to you about something bigger, something more important in your life. I know in my fiance's family, she has a sister, and her sister right now has a family, boyfriend and a girl. Her sister and her boyfriend lied to me really badly. Once just happened that when I entered the room where they have been, they started to roll eyes. I was like, what is happening? I didn't say nothing. And then we drive home. I said, Tamara, ask your sister what is going on. And she's like, yeah, nothing, everything is good. I said, first, she's playing bowling with her eyes. Second, she's lying to me. And then what I realized is that both of them fall into this circle of lies on much higher scales, correlated with money, correlated with job, and so on, so on, and so on. So they got beat by karma. I was like, okay, you can lie to me, but I don't give. You will be beaten in that way. So definitely, do not lie. This is the meaning of this whole video today. That I just put this topic on. Like, do not lie. Why? Because you'll be caught on lies, and people will start to lie to you. Second thing that is really, really also important, we say, yeah, this is like just a white lie. White lie is like something that we say and we like, we say this because we will feel better. It's like, okay, I don't need to say my fiance that I met a friend, like a girl, when I went to run and I spoke with her. I can be silent about that. So when she asked me where you have been, you should be here like 10 minutes ago. I was like, yeah, I meet someone. But I don't tell her who I meet. If I say, yeah, it was been a girl. Oh, really? It was been a girl? Are you serious? Stuff like that. This is like a white lie, but it's still a lie. So no matter what kind of lie this is, it's still a lie. Then we know these big fat lies. When you watch someone and when this person is speaking to you, then you just know this is whole such a big lie. Especially some kind of fishermen or hunters. They're really good at this. Yeah, I went to the fishing and then I really catch like that fish like 100 pounds. Really? Or you just visit market and you buy this fish. But at that kind of people, you just know on the distance, okay, they will put some really good stories into this because they want to be so important. So those big fat lies are like, you can see them 100 miles away. You can see that kind of persons 100 miles away. Who is pro, who are professionals in lies, we all know politicians. I say, how do you know that someone is politician? When person opens the mouth and starts to lie, definitely politician. Uh, a lot of people say, I disagree with this. I said, really? How many promises every single politicians give before elections, and how many are going through after elections? Think about that. But yes, this is my own opinion. I would say everybody have their own perception of this, but definitely it is that way, so that people just lie, and it is really important when you start to search what these lies brings to you, leads to, what kind of life you will have further. There's been one politician here in Slovenia that they caught him that he just say, yes, I have like a master degree, but actually he finished only like, I think, secondary school. And a lot of people like, oh, what he's thinking, blah blah blah. And he just went out of this political party, and everything was been good. I said, oh, he made really good step, because right now he is nowhere and he can get bribery from everywhere. But because this person lived really close to me, and then I started to hear stories what happened to his family. So her daughter was been really like in school, a lot of kids, she was been like, I think 14, 15, a lot of kids starts to walk away from her. Yeah, your father is like this. Obviously, maybe you are also trying to do this. So this was been his punishment, because his family starts to suffer because of this. So definitely it is a punishment after every single our step that we are making, step into lies. A lot of people, when you do not do research, think, okay, he must be just a liar, that's it. Yeah, but what is happening behind the scenes, again, as I mentioned in some previous videos, we don't know. If you do not go to research, you don't know. But if you look from the distance, then you can see that something is happening. So definitely these fat lies or white lies or just lies infect our lives all the time. So people say, why I cannot get a better job? Okay, maybe you're married, which is amazing. Maybe you have some kind of relationship, which is good. Maybe you have friends, but you tell them all the time lies. Maybe you are a cheater. Maybe you scam people. Maybe you do something bad. And then you think that you will be rewarded for this? No way. why some people stayed in some position like for years and they do not get any promotion, but they're like so good and so, you know. On the other case, then you have people who can really go fast in this chain of, in this ladder of career, you know. Then you go to check and you see that maybe this person who is not upgraded, who do not receive these promotions, that this person maybe lie in the company about others, or that this person maybe steal small things in the company, and so on, so on, so on. When you steal something, it's a lie. I didn't do this, you know. Even if they caught you, you didn't do this. No, this just fall into my pocket. I didn't steal nothing, you know. So definitely, if you know the background, then you can realize what is actually happening, and so on, and so on, and so on. So definitely, when you will not get something in your life, watch little back. Maybe you lied about something to someone. Maybe you didn't been open enough to someone. Maybe you didn't been prepared for something nicer. Maybe you didn't be totally honest with someone. You know, we have here one really good, like a joke. You know, when neighbor comes to you and asks you for, I don't know, can you just lend me, I don't know, 2 eggs, and then you say no because my other neighbor do not have chickens, you know, and this is not connected, you know. And then you say, listen, when I don't want to give you something, any kind of excuse is good excuse, you know. So also these excuses are lies, you know. So when you call to your boss, I'm sick, you know, and you're lying. Yeah, maybe they could send you an inspection and they really realize if you're really sick or not, you know. So, and then when there is like yearly announcement when you have to get grades, you get really low grades. Why? Because you're really sick, but you obviously didn't win, you know. So that kind of excuses, which are also lies, are stopping you to achieve something more, something better, something amazing, you know. So definitely, before you open your mouth and starts to lie, think again. It's not worth it. It's really do not worth it. Why? Because in this case, tomorrow, in a week, in 2 weeks, in 2 months, maybe 1 year from now, you will not get what you want, what you truly deserve. And then, of course, again, everybody else will be guilty that you didn't get this. Yes, you are guilty. You are the one who is taking responsibility for this. I have a client. I spoke with him 3 hours yesterday. I know that he do not lie, but actually he lies to himself. You know, he don't want to accept one thing in his life, so he's lying to himself that he has something that he do not have. And of course, universe do not give him what he truly wants, not just in one area, but in all areas. You know, so he's really depressed because he don't want to accept himself the way that is. His subconscious mind is telling him something, his ego is telling him something else. Except there is no balance here, you know. So his subconscious mind is here, his ego here. If this will be balanced, everything will be good. But as long as that way, this cannot function properly. So in this case, also you have to, especially girls, you know, not especially girls, everybody, accept sometimes the facts that if we start to lie to ourselves, this is not me, this is not you, Rebecca, this is not you, Jen, this is not you, someone other who is here right now, who you actually are. When you start to pretend that you're better for others, when you start to lie that you're someone but you're not, when you start to pretend that everything is good but we all know that it's not good. Tell people that you don't agree or disagree with something, speak loud, not just be like, yeah, everything is good, and you just lie to yourself that this is good, but you know for sure that this is not good. When this happened to me, I step out. When I sense this is not good for me, uh, and I just don't want maybe these other people will be like offended. I said, okay, listen, you can do this without me. You're good enough, and I just step out. I don't want to be part of something that I do not feel good in. You know, I don't lie to myself. Yeah, let's do this when I know this is not the way it should be. So I step back. Yeah, it's okay. You can do. I'll find something else. Stop lying to yourself, because when you start lying yourself again, you will not receive. You will not get for what you want, for what you deserve, for what actually is your, let's say, some kind of mission or something, that it's some kind of deeper wish. I know for those two persons, so Jan and Rebecca, really important is like love. Right now, both of you, I would say, do not have exactly what we can call love. Uh, Maybe start checking in which area maybe you lied. Not that I judge you, as I tell at the beginning, everybody lied in one stage, but take responsibility for what is happening right now. Rebecca and January, please do not feel that I attacked you, but it's like sometimes we have to like really like shake people. This is something that you are doing wrong. That people wake up and yeah, you're right. I have to start doing this. I have to start doing this, and stuff like that. I believe that you understand me what I'm saying. So definitely be on this other stage of telling just the truth, or avoid telling lies. Yeah. Shake away everything negative and so that only positive stay inside of you. Uh, Try to avoid lies, but just tell. You can always tell people something without telling them lies. That you do not use some kind of excuse. Just say something that is like, I would say, really close to the truth. But if you will tell exactly what is happening, people could be shocked. People do not want to accept this, and people will not want to be part of this anymore. So no worries. Just go with the half truth, but this other half, it cannot be lie. So I know that sometimes this will be like, but this is still a lie. Remember when I said I didn't tell my father that I'm medium, that I'm clairvoyant, that I'm a consultant, that I consult people, that I'm advisor, that I advise people. I'm doing this. Yes, I'm doing this. But I didn't tell him that I give predictions. Predictions is like, all of you know that my readings are like, okay, predictions like 25, 30%, 70% explaining these predictions and searching for some kind of results, searching for some kind of paths where to go. So it's like giving you advice, giving you consultation. So 75% is this. So did I tell my father lie? No. Did I tell him that I'm a psychic? No. I told him that I'm an advisor, which I am. I like, if you will go to check in some books, yes, We are advisors. In a lot of platformers where I worked, it's like that we psychics are treated as advisors, not as a psychics. Don't want a lot of websites, applications do not want to say that we are psychics, that we are clairvoyant, that we are mediums, that we are healers. No. Yes, again, Jan, you're right. So we are advisors, we are life coach, we are. So I didn't tell him that I'm a psychic. He don't know to. He don't need to know that. I will tell him when it will be the perfect timing for this. But right now, it's just good that I'm making money online, that I make money with advising people, that I'm a life coach, that I'm giving them some lessons of what they have to learn, and that's it. So whenever you will fall into this situation that you will have to tell some kind of or lie or the truth, there's always a middle way. you know uh, Yesterday, actually, yeah, like few days right now, me and my fiance are like checking some stuff, and we actually realized that one specific person, I cannot mention this person's name, is speaking with codes. So whenever he said something, has double meaning, uh, but we know both of these meanings. I and she knows both of these meanings. So is he lying? No. Is he telling the truth? Yes, half. Because whatever he said has two meanings, this one and this one. When all will be developed, everybody will see that if someone will go to check what he was saying, that actually he both all of his sentences had two meanings, or sometimes three. This is speaking in codes. Did I speak in codes with my father? Yes, because I told him, yes, I'm an advisor. This is a code also for a psychic. So it's not a lie, but it's not pure truth also. I don't feel that I lied to him, that I covered something to him. No, I just don't want that he's knowing everything. No, he knows that when I went to India, that I spent time with the family of my clients. Uh, he knows that when we went to Portugal, that we actually meet one of my clients, but he never asked what actually I advise them, because for him it's like, okay, if people accept you, that's amazing. And I have really good experience in Portugal and in India with these people, as I mentioned in videos before. So definitely, when you are honest, people notice this. When you are open-hearted, people notice this. When you start to lie, you start to send more negative energy out, and people will notice this. People who are really like into this, they will start to feel something is wrong with this guy, or something is wrong with this girl, because we are just sensing this weird energy. As I speak about intuition, you have intuition when you speak with someone. This person do not tell the truth. This person is a liar. Then you just walk away from this person because you start to feel, oh, nothing good can happen correlated with this. So definitely, when you come from your heart, from your inner being, this means that you do not lie, that you tell all the time truth. Truth sometimes hurts. Of course hurts. Rebecca, I believe that you remember when you asked me about your job, and I told you I don't see that you get extended. And I will say that this hurts you, but better that I told you the truth, and that you was been like, okay, that you prepared yourself. It was been much easier. If I will tell only like good things all the time, and then bad things will start to happen. Why is this happening? Yeah, because someone has free will. It's not good. For me, in my predictions, it's always important that I tell them everything that I see, even if this is not good. Why? That in this case, you can prepare yourself for something maybe bad that will happen. As Rebecca, I told you, yes, I can see total new job like May, June, and when this will happen, it will be amazing for you, because you already feel that in your current job, it's not perfect. You just want to walk away from there. It's like not just walk away. I would say that you want to run away, which is like even more. Yeah, I don't want to be there. I just have to run away. So it's better that I tell the truth. Truth hurts, but when truth hurts, when this actually happened, it's like I was being prepared. As I mentioned, I think in one of videos, when I visited one psychic and she told me about my grandma, that she's saying goodbye, I prepared myself. It was really like hard to accept. For me, okay, she is dying. Okay, this is good, but it's like that she will die soon. It was really hard, but this truth has been really hard to accept. But I accepted, and when this actually happened, it was been much easier for me. And so you can prepare. When you hear the truth, you can prepare for this. You can be prepared of, okay, right now I know what to do, because before you will not know, because it will like a meteor hits you. What's next? I have to save my butt. No, you're prepared right now. You know what to do. So it's all the time better that you hear the truth, even if truth hurts. It's okay. I have a client. She's from the States, and I told her a lot of time the truth, and she didn't want to accept it. And she just went through with her head through the wall, just destroyed everything, and it hurts her. Her head was hurting because she wants to go through the wall, and then when she realized that I told her the truth, which she didn't want to accept, then she was like, "You were being right. Yeah, why are you not listening to me? And she was doing mistakes all the time. But I told her, listen, you have to see for yourself the truth, and then it will be much easier. Do not ask me for the truth because you're not accepting this truth, but you accept the truth when this truth happened to you. So you don't need a psychic. You need someone who can shake you, who can shake away some bad stuff, and you have to start to listen to these people. And then she's like, yeah, because at one time I really speak loud to her. I told her, listen, you're not doing what I'm telling you, so forget about it. And then she's like 6 months later, yeah, I don't know if you will still speak with me because you did this and this at our last conversation. I told her, listen, I just want to give you a lesson. Right now, as I'm sensing you learn a lesson, so we can have this. And then she started right now, she got a reading with me, and then she starts to sending me long messages, and I told her, listen, I don't need to read novels every single day. If you send me after 6 months, really long letter, I will read it, I will comment, no problem. But not do this first day after the reading, second day, third day. Don't need to listen to this shit, because I have my own life. I told her, listen, I have I don't know, 50, 60, 70 clients. Imagine that I get every single day 1 page in Word from each of these person. 70 pages that I have to read for what? For nothing. I said, I'm not doing this. And she's like, but I said, no, you don't need to apologize. When you will have something short, write on this, but do not send me novels. Because I don't read this. If you want to have private with me, let me know, we will have it. You can then explain to me over the phone, I will just listen, but I will charge for this. So it's not that I will lie to her, I don't want to speak with you, but listen. really give her some kind of distance. Stop doing this. I know that she feels right now that like offended, but this is her case, not mine. You know, I really need to build some boundaries because I told her this. I don't have time. I have some other client. She's also from the States, and she catch me like every 4 or 5 months. And when she wrote me a really long letter. But at that time, I really read this, I comment, and that's it now. But once per 6 months, it's okay, but not every single day, you know. And I do not lie to her when I say, listen, I don't read this because I literally do not read. I just scroll and type. I didn't read. Whatever you write to me, I don't know, you know. And she's like, no, sorry, I don't lie to her. She thinks that I lie to her, but I do not, because I don't work that way. If she will step back from me, it's okay. I know that I will attract someone else. I can attract someone else life or whatever, or customer or a friend, what I have. Most of you are my friends, you know. So definitely all this is also connected with that kind of things, that lies can lead you in something bad. She don't want to accept what she's doing, so she's lying to herself. But I don't need to listen. When she realizes all this, I don't need to listen to this. No. Yeah, you learn your lesson the hard way. She knows that I predict a lot of things to her that happened, and then in some areas I told her this and this will happen, and she just stick to this, and I told her this will not happen. But this do not mean that I lied to her, because I didn't, because she's creating problems to herself. And then she's typing about these problems to me. I said, for what? I know that you're doing this wrong. So, and so definitely, when people start to lie to themselves, this lead to really bad stuff, you know, because it's like, why you will, why you're lying to yourself? Did you ever ask yourself why you're lying to yourself? Because I say I know why, because I did for myself the same. Because you feel much better then, you know. Why I didn't have a relationship till age of 26? Because I thought that I'm not good enough. I thought that my nose is too big, that my ears are like that my haircut is like this, that I walk like this. So I was actually lying to myself because I didn't accept myself. And of course, life give me back what I was seeking. No relationships. I was lying to myself because I didn't see myself in this loving area. When all this changed, also my love life changed, as I mentioned. So stop lying to yourself. A lot of people say, I cannot do this. Really? If someone will come like with a gun into your head, you'll be able to do much, much more. You know, but because we are lazy, because we are like, I don't know, we think that we cannot do this, and yeah, someone else can do this. I don't need to do this today. I can do this tomorrow, and so on and so on and so on. Of course, these do not lead nowhere. Again, you're lying to yourself that everything is good, which is not. Stop doing this, because it will affect you sooner or sooner. Not sooner or later, but sooner. Imagine that whatever life you have right now can go on the better or to the worse. Which way you will choose, you know. So I think that today's topic will, it's, I will speak about this topic maybe a little less, because it's not so wider. I still have like two persons right now in the room. So Rebecca or Jen, are you still here? Can you just write? I will give you some short messages if you want, and then I will just announce what I will speak about tomorrow. So what kind of topic I will have tomorrow? So Rebecca, yep, okay, Jan message for you today. Move forward. I think that you got this message. Oh, I forgot to send you a message yesterday. I hope that maybe you checked on the video. Rebecca, are you still here? That I can give you a message. And someone else, if you want to get a message, just type I'm here and then I will respond to this. If not, it's okay. So tomorrow's topic will be, okay, Jan, listen to this. So it's like on 40 minutes. Listen to this after this video will be finished. Because I forgot what I predict. So tomorrow's topic will be monthly predictions for every horoscope sign. So I will do this live. I will not record videos I think last year. When you can check this, I think yes, 2 years ago, 2018, I started this and then I stopped because it took me too much time. And I said right now, I will do that kind of videos once per month. It's like beginning of the month. 3 is my happy number. Tomorrow is 3rd of April. So tomorrow I will do predictions for every single horoscope sign. But I will do this live. So when I will say predictions for Gemini, I will close my eyes, what I get from my guides, what the Geminis can be prepared for happening in April. I will just give these predictions. So that will be like live prediction here on my channel tomorrow. I think it will be fun, it will be amazing, so that people who will watch later can still get some information who will not be able to be live here, also others can maybe ask something. If I will speak about your horoscope sign, you can, what do you mean by that? And we can maybe research or something else, So Rebecca, are you still here that I can give you a message and someone else is still here? I can see 3 people inside, so Jan already got her message. She will have to listen to this later. I think it was been like Jan, so accept where you are right now and kick your ass and move forward. This was been the message that I think that I give you. I think I don't know, because if I will don't know, then I will lie to you, and this is not good. You know what I mean. Rebecca, are you here? Please respond. Or anyone else who is here. Just let me know that I can give you a free message, as I give you free messages every single day. So I'm waiting. Okay, that's amazing, Jan. Because sometimes when I give something, that, and then it's really hard that I interpret again maybe the same message. Because guides will maybe. Okay, Rebecca, a message for you. Rebecca, you will receive a gift or a present in next 3 days from someone who you, I would say, almost forgot. Good message. Gifts and presents are always good. We all know that. So right now, again, it's 3rd person here who do not want to be exposed. It's okay. I don't know who this is. I have a stalker. I have a stalker guy or stalker woman, which is good. No, I'm joking. I'm really happy when people listen to me. Obviously, I hope that at that time when a lot of people is at home, that I will have more live people who will watch me live, but obviously this is not happening, but it's okay. So 3 people again, only 3, it's okay. we will grow slowly. It's only like my eighth, I think eighth video. So when I will have like maybe 30, will be much more people, and there will be maybe some kind of discussion. I hope that this will happen. So, okay, this is everything for me. Rebecca, I think that your topic about vitamins and fitness will come maybe on, let's see, maybe in Wednesday. No, in Wednesday, in Saturday or in Sunday. I hope that this is okay with you. Uh, I have to do some research before I speak about this. I can speak about fitness, but vitamins, I have to do research and then I can tell more. So tomorrow, predictions about the whole month for every single horoscope sign. I hope that this will be good. Uh, Speak with you soon. Have a blessed day. Avoid others people. Yes, one more thing. I don't know if you know, there has been a lot of sex on works lately. Why? Because people, a lot of people work at home. Yeah, Scorpio, you will see tomorrow what will happen with Scorpios this month. Okay, girls, sending you love and blessings. We will be in touch. Have a blessed, blessed, blessed day. Sending you love, sending you positive vibes, sending you truth without lies. Bye bye. Thank you, Jan.